What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be talking about the new comedy, No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings is a new rom-com out there from the director of Good Boys, and it stars Jennifer Lawrence in her return to acting. She was on a hiatus for a little bit. On the brink of losing her childhood home, Maddie discovers an intriguing job listing. Wealthy helicopter parents looking for someone to, quote-unquote, date their introverted 19-year-old son, Percy, before he leaves for college. To her surprise, Maddie soon discovers the awkward Percy is no sure thing. Comedies can go either way nowadays. They can be really, really safe because they don't want to offend anybody and they'll just show everything, all the funny bits in the trailer, or they can actually really surprise you. And this one kind of does both. It's fine. It's solid. I laughed. I think the moments where I didn't laugh were the moments that were in the trailer because the first time I saw those, they were funny. But the more I kept seeing the trailer, I was like, okay, this is getting less funny. Some of those gags are extended in the movie, and some of the gags that are extended actually become funnier once they are extended in the movie. But I would say it's the jokes that aren't shown in the trailer that are the funnier ones. And even then, they're not like gut-bustingly funny, but it is funny. It gets more than a hearty chuckle out of you. And really, that's what I need from a comedy. In this movie, also just kind of goes for it sometimes. It can be very raunchy, and people might be offended by this one. If you are, sorry, comedy can be offensive. Sometimes, yes, there should be a safe zone with comedy, but you need to know when too much is too much. I'm cool if comedy crosses some lines, and this movie crosses some of those lines, but it doesn't go too crazy with crossing the lines. There's just some things you just can't talk about with comedy. And this movie crosses the line, but it knows the limits of what it can and can't actually talk about or make jokes about. And therefore, if comedy is something where it can't cross any line for you, you're going to be offended by this movie. There's some offensive stuff in here, but it's funny. And what this movie actually reminds me of is one of those like teen comedies from 40 years ago, like all those like sex comedies or like those early 2000s or mid 2000s sex comedies that were all over the place, raunchy humor like that. So it's Jennifer Lawrence's big return to acting. And how is she in this movie? Well, I'll just say this right off the bat. I would kill to get my finger stuck in a Chinese finger trap with Jennifer Lawrence. She can kick my ass 6 ways to Sunday, and I won't complain at all. Yeah, I've been thirsting a lot on this channel lately. I think that has to stop. That's, yeah. Yeah, we're done here. But there's a couple of versions of Jennifer Lawrence that you don't know if you're getting or not. It's the committed, really, really, really good Jennifer Lawrence, who's been in a lot of dramas, or you have the phoning it in Jennifer Lawrence like she did in that and these last two movies as well. I mean, can you really blame her though? I mean, she collected her paycheck, she got her money and wrote a bunch of checks, was able to pay off her mortgage and her cars with all of that money. I can't really blame her for phoning it in, because I probably would too. I did like her in this comedy. Probably the most foul-mouthed character in the entire movie. She's the one who actually has to learn a few different ropes herself. It's a movie about trying to get an adult man-child out of his shell, but yet she's the one who actually learns some lessons as well. And they both learn from each other. And I did like her character. I thought she was actually a pretty solid character. There was some depth there was some layers there that I wasn't expecting for a comedy, for a lead character in a comedy. And you know me, I give credit where credit is due. This breaks some genre boundaries. It branches out a little bit and it says, okay, it will be a bit predictable, but when you think it's going in one direction, we're going to take it and do something else that hasn't really been done. It's been done, but not to the extent that this movie does it. And I'm actually happy that it went down that route. I'm just happy that the outcome of the movie was what it was. I felt like it made more sense when you really think about it. This is a movie that's nothing special. It's nothing you've never seen before. It's not the greatest comedy of all time. You'll have some laughs. There will be moments where people are laughing and you probably don't find anything funny. There'll be moments where you're laughing and others around you probably won't find anything funny. It's a solid comeback for Jennifer Lawrence. You got some solid laughs, and while predictable, it's an entertaining comedy, and I will say I enjoyed it with 3/4 worth of a bucket of popcorn. So if you have seen No Hard Feelings, let me know what you thought about it. Drop me some feedback in the comment section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I will see you at the movies. somewhere.